Hello, hello. Let's see. Facebook is online, YouTube's online. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Welcome, future viewers. Today we're sitting down it's the final day of July here in Australia. So it's time for me to put a bow on all these maps and assets and crabs and tokens, package them up, make some preview images, write some Patreon posts, etc., etc. We're only going to do an hour of stuff on stream. I'm trying to squeeze the interesting artistic stuff into this hour. And then I'll do all the writing and the Patreon posts and packaging, fun packaging off stream. But yeah, interesting stuff. So off camera between last night and this morning, I made some Timber Brook variants. We have I called it grimdark at first. Eventually I thought, doesn't look grimdark. It just looks kind of browner, more realistic. So I just called it the muted variant, and that's what that looks like. Hey, Forstchen, thanks for saying so, and thanks for stopping by. Here we are. So it reminds me of like early 2000s video games. Realistic equals brown. But yeah, the goal was to make a color scheme that's more muted, a little darker, more appropriate for like Curse of Strahd or a game with that sort of tone, as compared to the base map, which is, I like to call it kind of Wind Waker, kind of Breath of the Wild, cartoony, bright and happy. And then we got our winter variant, and I'm also working on a rainy variant, which is kind of somewhere in between with a bit of weather. So I got rainy day and on to rainy night. Welcome back, Autumn. Thanks for stopping by. Only doing an hour on stream today because there's not much artistic work to do. This one. Today being the last day of July, it's mostly making zip files, making PDFs, uploading it to Patreon, and making a Patreon post. But yeah, we got some stuff to do first. This does most of the work for our nighttime variant. And we might see some magma crabs soon. We have to make some preview images for our crab. I'm sure he'll be back. That's about right. If I close these, I can look at the thumbnail amidst all the other thumbnails. And it's kind of balanced right compared to the others. Oh. Day's going pretty well. It's cold today. Otherwise, been kind of productive. I caught the MCDM stream this morning. That was fun. That's during that I made this variant and yeah, a few of the variants. So let me see. And how about you, Autumn? Having a good day? Yeah, that's 8. We got 8 variants. We will bulk export them in a bit. Yeah, Fortune, I've come to realize that a lot. Um, these plus-sized maps, they're 44 by 32, so they're 4 times as big as my usual maps. You can fit 4 of my usual maps in them, which makes them a real uh, pain to print out. But for virtual tabletops, these big ones are vastly superior. So hopefully these will be up your alley. I'm just going to jump into some token previews right now. These are the previews we made for last month. Mm. Oh, cool. Okay, I'm going to... Oh, these are pretty cool. They got some of Hammer's tokens here. We've got lots of prisoners. We got Big Purple Worm. I think that's the main attraction this month. Very, very dangerous. We've got plenty of prisoners. Cool. Going to be useful NPC tokens. Gith, Yuanti, all sorts. Blood Hunters. Oh, sorry. Gith. Gith is one kind of vast category that Hammer the Shark has been working on. And Rabbit Folk after that. They are adorable. Hmm. Very cool. Oops. Yeah, Fortune, the new token editor is really something if you haven't seen it yet. We've got more than 2,000 little tokens on there now. And this package I'm putting together now accounts for at least 150 more. We're about to find out. Okay, how do I want to organize David's tokens? Okay, I've got an idea. Actually, I'm gonna use a different sort of resolution. David's got 1001, not literally, but a whole heap of top-down tokens. So this doesn't represent the entire collection. I just want to put these ones at the top. Where was I? Thank you, Forstchen. By the way, the Everything pack doesn't have any tokens in it, so if you're just after the tokens, don't buy the Everything pack. But as a gold Patreon supporter, you will get access to all the token packs we've put out so far. At this moment, the tokens are just available on the token editor, like individual downloads, or on Patreon as bulk downloads. Hmm. Hey, Megan. Okay. Yeah. You'll get plenty of map assets in the Everything pack. I forgot when the scroll bar appears, that kind of messes up my very specific scaling that I wanted, but I think we can get away with just doing that. Nobody's going to notice. Oh, they will. Oh well. What I'm putting together is just a wall of tokens to act as the background for these images, so it's fine. Yep, this will be our background. Ugh, that's frustrating. I keep putting folders in my quick access and then they keep disappearing. Don't know why it does that. I really appreciate it, Forstchen. Have a good one yourself, wherever you might be off to. Mm. Might take a new screenshot for this background. It's just not wide enough. Okay, now I'm going to pick out 4 little representatives for this month. Golly, there's a few. If we count all of the little variations that David's made, there's 519 individual tokens. Looks like many of them have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 7 or 8 minor variations among them. Oh, crap. Okay, I know what I'll do. Some very cool celestials this month. I want to use the void cloud, but with this sticker background that will be auto applied. I don't think I will. Oh, we've got Dim. He's cool. Yeah, I think it'll be cute if we use Dim. So we'll just make it a rule. Every month there needs to be one goblin in the mix. Yeah, let's move these ones are last month, so they can go stand up there for now. So Dim's kind of a comical character. So let's pick a more badass character for number 2. I'm thinking one of these cool celestials. How about an angel of justice? Very cool. This might be our kind of big flying token in the background. Not so big though, because we want the line art to be consistent. But I'm just thinking ahead a little bit to the final composition. And then we'll jump over to some of the shark stuff. Definitely want a rabbit folk because they're very unique, I think. Or purple worm. That would be cool to have like looming in the background. I'm not sure if purple worm is too big. It does dominate the canvas. How can I resist? How could I resist? Yeah, we'll just put him off to the side for now while I find one more little humanoid join the mix. I do like the rogue rabbit folk. Yeah, it's got to be this one. Very cool. Man, I can't believe it's been a whole month since I was last doing this. I was just kind of figuring out how to stream again. And I was sitting here doing this exact thing for last month. And I remember thinking, oh, I had a method for getting rid of these shadows for the preview. And last month I couldn't remember, but this month I think I remember. And I think it's some mask trickery. Could be wrong, could be jumping the gun. But if I just kind of spam this button, looks like I do need some manual editing. But that was easier than what I did last month. Hey, James. Welcome back. We're making miscellaneous previews, basically. It's that time of the month. Gosh, this is a mess right now. So I kept these background fellows around so that I could get the scale right. But we pretty much accomplished that, so they can go away, please. Hello, Stanislaw. Thanks for stopping by. Now, composition-wise, I think we're going to put this purple worm in the quote-unquote background. Yeah, release it like this. Oops. Oops, I'm completely lost in my layers. Thinking right about there, but in front of the kind of glow we've got. Right about there, but I will brighten him up a bit. Wonderful. And then our poor tokens will just be standing over here, I guess. Just oblivious. Kind of looks like he's smiling for the camera. I feel like this is just a adventuring team. A very non-standard adventuring team. But nonetheless. There's a little border for him to stand out. Family photo, perfect. Go kind of height order, everyone, please. Rabbit folk aren't like small size, are they? I don't think they're in any official content, not to my knowledge. In any case, this can be a supersized rabbit folk. But I think that's pretty cool composition. Yeah, save that. I think that works. This one we'll just whisk everybody over. Oh boy. Oh boy. Does it? That sounds right, because I know Austin was talking about the new module coming out. I need to keep up with those things a little better, because I am not familiar with it. Medium or small, okay. Oh, good to know, thanks. Yeah, so we've just got a medium one here, that's all. Personally, I like playing small characters. They work really well with some of the homebrew rules my table plays with. Okay. It's a kind of a boring composition. I do personally like it when all the sticker edges are kind of touching. Yeah, iconic. Export these. Beyond the Witchlight, yeah, that does sound Feywildy. I've heard the name, but I haven't looked into it at all. I think D&D Beyond's been sending me emails about it. Okay. Yeah, this kind of scale, they look good. Except for this one. I'm very particular about the composition. Not to say I'm very good at it, just particular about it. All right. Oh yeah, you wanted to see the magma crab, so here's some previews. I suppose we'll open this one. Here's our magma crab. Love him. Glorious. What scale is this one? This is the print scale, but if we were to resize him to the virtual tabletop scale, this is his actual size on a 1080p monitor. Exciting stuff. The grid? With the grid, he's about that big. And he rotates quite well, I think. It seems like he's doing that, crabs move sideways. He's kind of rotating around with his legs. Okay. Well, this might not be very exciting, but I'm going to run some batch exports. I want to export my map Photoshop file for the Timber Brook. That should do its thing. Our particular crab, I just put the sticker edge on his raised edge. I thought that was a cool effect. And there's also a variant in the downloads with no edge on it at all. So whichever one you prefer. Really? Wow. Well, I guess pre-painted minis. I can imagine that being expensive, but $750. Yeah. Wow. Oh, that was kind of fast. Let me check that everything went well. Not entirely sure if that batch process I just ran is works on my plus-sized maps, but it all looks good. Let's just open one up. Yeah, no, it's good. I'll just make sure when we zoom in. Yeah, it hasn't like completely compressed everything. That's good. I have a few batch processes for these. So we just exported the full-sized versions, and now I want to export some preview images to a different folder. This will be a faster one. Oh, that's interesting. Why did you stop? Let me try that again. Override save as commands. Please do. Hmm. Let's stop. I think the issue is that I'm not supposed to run that function on my Photoshop files. I'm supposed to run them on my exports. I've been using this for months and months. You'd think I'd remember this. Yeah. Okay, it seems to be working now. Sorry for the flashing, but yeah, hopefully that's not hurting anyone. Did it work? So that function spits out preview images, just little ones. This is 100%, and this is for the storefront. I should really change this to be just a little bit bigger. I want it to be 795 by 555. So I can do that. Let's edit this function of mine. Ever since I updated the website theme, 795 is kind of the optimal width for these images. All right, now if I run that again, there's going to be some flashing. Let me switch to the Be Right Back screen. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just running a very flashy Photoshop macro, and I don't want to hurt anyone's eyes or worse. Okay, so now in my preview images, we've got this, which is nice and clear and should be 795 by 555. Beautiful. Resolution's a bit funny, but I don't think that'll affect anything. All right. Also update my template file to match. While we're here, I will make some preview images for our assets. Is that a good scale? Maybe I want them smaller. This crab has some very boring assets, but it's made up for in many very unique variants we made for the crab itself. Yeah, that'll do. Hold up. And finally, so I got some help this month from Marley X on our Discord channel, our community there, and they have taken Timber Brook, and extracted a whopping 82 assets. So, yeah, this was a nice map for it too, because there were lots of little standalone chunks. And that looks a little like this. Probably a bit too much sharpening. Yeah, it's way too much. All right, that's good for map assets. What else do I need? Cool, we've done the previews for the tokens. I suppose next I want to do searching for my folder. Here it is. A mixture of previews, Instagram, preview number 2, and banner. All right. I haven't decided yet what kind of previews I want to make for our crab. How best to present him? I think in a little box. One of these. And then we can just kind of drop him in like this. I think that's kind of dramatic. That's kind of draws your attention, in my opinion. Looks like a crab. Distinctly crab features present. Or I can just have him standing completely isolated. Yeah, actually, I prefer that. That'll help him stand out amidst all the maps on my gallery. It'll just be a crab amidst a bunch of maps. Yeah, let's do that. But I want not just our crab, but I want all the crabs, please. So I'll do a little search. Hmm. There we are. Oh, X import. Now where my voice has gone today. I will import all these guys, size them correctly. We have prisoners and a giant crab. What is that a reference to something? I'm not entirely sure. I just want to keep this orange glow inside the canvas. Then a little bit off the edge for safety's sake. And then I believe I can do like an export all thing. You mean like those prisoner tokens would make for a fun encounter? Save the prisoners from the crab? Ooh, sacrifice prisoners to the crab. Save the prisoners from being sacrificed to the crab? One of those. Just pick one and they'll all make fun encounters. Here we are. So Photoshop has a quick export. No, I want to use the export as. This should work. Hey Joshua, thanks for stopping by. Hmm. Yeah, I've got it. So I found Photoshop's export as, so I can export all these layers as individual crab files. All the settings look right. Keep it nice and simple, I guess. And it didn't work. Somehow this is what we got. All right, Photoshop, you did your best, but I wanted to preserve the artboard dimensions, please. Let's try that again. Hmm. Export as JPEG. Canvas size, check. I need to set the canvas size for all of our individual crabs, apparently. That's a little annoying. But it's still faster than exporting them each individually. Well, my phone's buzzing to remind us all to stand up and do some stretches. So I'm going to start the export and then I'll be back in 20 seconds after I've stretched a bit. Wait, hold up a second. No, yeah, this looks good. This export should work. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Our exports are GIF files? Why have you exported as a GIF? Because I need to also set that individually for all of our crabs. Alrighty, Photoshop, touche. I hope it saved my information from last time. Yeah, it did. JPEGs, please. Guiding Olive, do you know what next month's work will be? I don't really know what it'll be yet. I'm hoping I have a little list, personal list. I feel like doing some mangroves because I have a mangrove battle map, but it's kind of lame and I want to do a better job of it. And I want to do a plus size version of it. So that'll be kind of those who might not know what a mangrove is, it's kind of a forest that grows out of shallow water with all these roots and interesting stuff. And it'll be a very useful jungle setting, coastal setting, forest setting. Ah, this one's worked. I also want to take a crack at a proper dungeon with, yeah, this is what we've been making. A proper dungeon with, what am I thinking of? Like traps and rooms and stuff. So not a cave and not a mining tunnel like I've been drawing recently, but a proper dungeon, possibly with tombs and stuff. You know, a little bit deliberately cliche. And then, so that's kind of 2 out of 3. I'm thinking, depending on where inspiration takes me, maybe another colossal creature. Not a crab, but something else. But I always kind of keep that third slot as a wild card thing. So if I wake up one morning and I'm zapped by a strange mood, then I'll just draw something cool then and there. So I've got some previews for our crab. What else do I want? I suppose we're going to jump into these panels. So our crab's not going to have 4 panel previews. He's going to have 8 because he's got 8 distinct versions. Revising classic dungeon maps. That sounds interesting. I'm very afraid of like copyright concerns though. That would be the only thing. I do enjoy when I have a pre-made floor plan to work with because floor plans take so much time for me to figure out and I figure I'm not very good at it. So, well, that's frustrating. These guys are a little offset. Oh, it's just the magma crab. I can live with that. I lied, I can't live with it. We'll have to redo the magma crab preview. Not perfect, but it is enough. Do my other previews have outlines? Yes, they do. Okay, let's save this one. I have another action, a Photoshop action that's going to organize all these. I just have to resize them into this cell and then give them some names, and then it's going to automatically arrange them. But I have to think about what order I want to present them in. I suppose our default crab, who's not present here. Why is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I miss him? He doesn't have a preview. Ah, you know why? Because he's not in the folder I was using. So let's make another manual preview for basalt crab. This is our quote unquote normal crab. Beautiful. Oops, did I just move something? Would ya? Some of them aren't filled with meat. They're filled with like lava. I don't think that's good for anyone. Ah, these are all sized very poorly. They're supposed to be this big, please. Okay, let's see. I'm just gonna give them random numbers and see if the arrangement looks decent. Okay. It's cool. It's cool. I wanted to like separate these two because they're a little similar. So let's just do that. Except I lost track of which one was which. Okay, so iron crab we want to fling down here into the bottom corner. So we'll just go 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's nice and colorful. I wonder how we want to present these, because we want something horizontal. I guess that's fine. Like a little parade. Let's just squeeze them a little closer. I don't think I'll even use this preview, but I'll have it if I need to. Hmm. Thank you so much, Brian. It's truly my pleasure, and thanks for stopping by to say hi. I'm sure you'll catch me online another time. We're not going to make a 4-panel preview for our crab, but we will do something here. Hmm, here's what I want to do. Open up Crab Rock. All right, have a good one, Autumn and Brian. Thanks for stopping by. And yeah, good luck with whatever you're about to do, be it work or sleep or who knows. Thanks. I'm gonna need it tonight. Doesn't he look happy and at home here? So I made this little scene so that I can make a preview image from it. Something around this size. Yeah, that feels right. Hey, Circus of Values, thanks for stopping by. My pleasure. Not a very artistic stream, we're just making preview images today. Being the last day of July here in Australia, I've got to put everything together for Patreon today. So that's what's on the menu for today. And lots of crabs. Crab spaceship. Yeah, I can see that. Kind of one of the reasons we didn't put the highlight around his legs so that he looks a little bit more grounded. I want to stand out more than this in the preview, so I think I can use this for that. Yeah, he stands out plenty. Oh, I see, Owen. Yeah. Apparently, YouTube doesn't notify anyone when I start a stream. I guess they don't do that for live streams anymore. So I'm not sure what the best way to be notified is. Like, when I go back to Twitch, it'll be easier, I suppose. Yeah, I like this preview image. Maybe Maybe I want more ocean in the frame. No, I kind of like the blowholes and the seaweed. Yeah, that too. I'm never streaming at convenient time for our poor US viewers. My apologies. I want to stream more in the daytime, in the earlier daytime here, in the morning, which might be better. All right, this is good preview. So do. Now I also want to make a preview for some of the alternate maps, I guess. So can I do? I haven't done this in Photoshop, but I believe I can just swap out this file for another one. Relink to file, and then if I choose our glacier crab. Ah, easy peasy. Yeah, I suppose that helps since I catch people as they're heading to bed. And then a fitting background for this fella. I feel like symmetry is a bit morbid, being as crabs are kind of scavengers sometimes. Um, snowy, snowy, snowy. What am I thinking? My mind goes to the crystal caves, but it might clash somewhat with him. Let's see. Yeah, I see. It's just a completely different color grading. Even the line art is a different style. Um, didn't I just do a snowy variant? What am I thinking of? My mind's like, I need some lunch, I guess. Hmm. We could do this one. Also doesn't quite feel right. What am I feeling like? Have I completely locked up my keyboard? Maybe. That's annoying. All right, I'll just search with my eyeballs then. So This could be cool. A rainy map. My whole keyboard's not working. I'm gonna have to restart my computer. I guess it is time for lunch then. Yeah, I did go overtime. I said I was only going to do this for an hour, then I was going to move on to the boring stuff. But we made some good progress on stream today. Big thanks to everyone who did stop by, and sorry if you just tuned in and I'm taking off. But yeah, my agenda for today is mostly making Patreon articles and doing some more batch exports and stuff like that. So yeah, the fun to watch artistic stuff is just about done. Yeah, it was good progress. Gonna have something to eat, get back to it. And if you are a patron, keep an eye on the Patreon feed because all this stuff will be going online in just a few hours. Yeah, no other news to report, so I suppose I'll be back around this time tomorrow. So, thanks everyone, and catch you next time.